A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to the channel again. So, today is May 17th, 2021, and now's the time that I actually go on ahead and try something new for the channel. Because, let's just say, I managed to dig out one of my older cameras. And with that came some pretty interesting surprises on there. A couple of older videos I managed to find from the time that I had foreign accent syndrome. That's right. I had the condition at one point and it lasted for a while, but you know what? These are memories I'd rather not show off to the public. At this point though, considering how many people have brought up that particular subject and have brought up all the things about it, I might as well go on ahead and show these videos, just so you can see that these are things of the past. And well, I'm just getting it over with here. After that, it's over. No more foreign accent syndrome stuff that's ever getting shown on here again. That's all. So anyways, there's two videos I managed to uncover from one of my older cameras. And wow, I'll probably show it in a little bit, because let's just say that this exact camera that I've got actually was a bit innovative for the time period, as this did come out sometime before most smartphones had the ability to, well, record yourself. So this way, a lot of people can typically vlog by using their cell phones. But this was a little before all that could even happen. Because first of all, this first video that I'm going to show off was basically an attempt that I tried to do during, well, the time that the blackout period had pretty much taken full effect. It was over a year after it first took place. Back in June 2014, around the same time that my Instagram was first created, I myself tried to pretty much engage with the community a little bit more by attempting to create some sort of expensive t-shirt and have some sort of giveaway where I would have a few of these kinds of shirts manufactured, and basically so fans of mine around the area and even outside of the falls could basically have their own piece of unique merch from myself. So let's go on ahead and bring up that video.
The way is approved. Or I should say, they should improve. The lack of credit is just unacceptable. I worked really hard just to make everything possible for every one of you all to watch. And so that I engage with the whole world about how much I care them. And that saying no and being mean to them is not the way of life around here. Same with war, anger, or irritability, or hostileness. But anyway, we can all agree the fact that how I'm doing on this channel is somewhat adequate, but I guess it should be about time I get back on the channel and be serious now. So, here's the thing today. It's getting quite close to Christmas, about close to 3 weeks. But here's the thing. There's going to be a very, very unique treat for each and every one of you people out there. I'm giving you all free t-shirts. But bad news is that it's very expensive. And it is very immeasurable to find out how much the total price would be to get at least 1,000 shirts to the public as much as possible. Basically what I mean is that they're all going to have last names on the back, as well as a number to describe their favorite number, as well as a favorite color of the shirt to describe their favorite color. Basically it's about a sports shirt, except the fact, well, they have their own name and their own number that they picked out for themselves. And it's quite expensive. So without further ado, why don't I tell you how I'm gonna do this method of expense to get this finished. You can follow the link to my Kickstarter campaign, my GoFundMe program, or my PayPal program. Links will be down below, and that you will insert donations so that we can get this project done as soon as possible. If we reach a certain amount of donations, then we will be able to create, well, we will give you all free stuff. We will give you all like a pair of shoes, some, well, stuff to help out with the homeless, as well as water to ship out to places like Africa or other developing countries worldwide. We will give out bottled water to the developing countries, while the other people out there who agree to donate to us will receive free items throughout the time at certain amounts that we reach. Also, there's going to be a Twitch stream online. Follow the link below to my Twitch stream service, Star Medicine Man Program, which is also known as my gamertag on Xbox Series. Follow the link below, and around December 21st, which will also be the time that will be my 3rd anniversary on YouTube, make sure that we prepare for that, because I've been working real hard just to get up to where I am. And how it's happening now is, well, it's varying. It varies how bad it could be. But anyways, follow the links below to the Kickstarter, PayPal, or GoFundMe programs that are about to start, as well as the Twitch stream program on my Star Medicine Man Program channel. My Twitch channel is going to be another link down below in the description box, and make sure to get all of them done. And if you cannot donate, make sure that you share the PayPal, GoFundMe, or Kickstarter campaigns that are about to start. So I suggest that you start paying up quickly when you still can. But until then, I suggest that you like, subscribe, comment on my videos, follow me on all my social media, and stay on the Hollywood side. It is great to be back on the channel and to give you the greatest announcement I think I've heard all night long.
Wow. Yeah. It's been almost exactly 7 years now since that happened. 7 years. Since that time, it's never again happened, nor have I ever attempted to try something like this again. And it's for good reasons. One, I was completely unaware that I did not have very much money, and as a result, I myself could not necessarily fund the production of expensive t-shirt manufacturing of any sorts. Of course, the material that I have not necessarily directly mentioned in there was actually a bit of an expensive gold rhinestone-based sequin pattern that had been seen in a ton of different t-shirts all over the world. I was trying to go for something that was very similar to that of maybe Gucci, but that's probably giving them too much credit. But for the most part, like I said, I could not really afford this kind of material, the kind of rhinestone, gold pattern sequins, or even silver pattern sequins. Even if I could get my hands on something like that, it would not have been very efficient. So, I'm kind of more than glad that I actually scrapped this sort of project in mind. So the thing is, it's over and done with, pretty much. 7 years since, up until, well, right about now, it's never again happened. Nor have I ever attempted at something like this again. So, that's pretty much just what that whole entire thing is itself. But anyways, let's go ahead and move on to the other video itself. This was a bit more recently. Not at all as recent as it is now, but of course this was about 6 months later in December 2014. And I tell you, this is kind of just what a taste is of the majority of different things that I pretty much pulled off before the blackout period took place. So let's go ahead and roll on this clip, shall we?
I'm actually back. Now I don't know if it's been like at least a month or something. But with all the rest of the videos that I've taken over the last year or something, along with a couple more episodes of Nerf Discussion Season 2, it probably kept you busy for the time being until I was able to retrieve my old camera. Well, I prove to you that this is my old one. So as you can see, this is my old one, but it still works. I had to like change the batteries and such, but sometimes you gotta live with it. It does well too. About, who knows. And, well, I say this. I'm gonna go downstairs and steal one present. Because right now it's the 8th of December, and I got home from my dentist appointment, as you can see here. School is still around. They haven't released anyone. It's about like 20 so minutes, but right here is that my dad, he's gonna pay me for how, well, as you can see here, there's a huge collection of discs that he managed to keep himself busy with about a couple decades or such, but he told me to copy them all to a file that on the computer, and, well, just keep them on the file until he can like get them on his laptop or such. But wait, let's go back to the chart. This is the, as you can see here, he's giving me $10 every hour that I work, and as you can see, I spend a good time on this. Well, very good time, and I've been not doing it for nearly a week. So, wait, a whole week I've not done it. So this afternoon, I hope that I can get back to that, so I can get them all done, and that so he can give me the good payment that I needed for, who knows. Oh, and by the way, my iPhone 5 broke. I don't know how, but it was missing, and then I tried turning it on as soon as I got it, and it doesn't work no more. So, RIP iPhone 5. And, well, that's not exactly how I'd address RIP iPhone 5, but who knows. Either way, I'm back to the original subject. I'm gonna go downstairs and take one present from the Christmas tree. It's December 8th right now, about 2 to 3 weeks away from Christmas, and I'm gonna take one, just one. So, let's do this. Let's see, which one is there? This one's for me. This one will do. So this is just a really small one, and hold on. Open it up. See what we got. So we got Sonic's Ultimate Genesis Collection.
Wow. Oh, that's nice. Wow, that is awesome. Oh yeah, the camera's eventually gonna cut out soon, so make sure to like, subscribe, comment on my videos, follow me on all my social media, and stay on the Hollywood side. And I'll make sure to get back to you later. It's great to be back to the vlogging statement. Yeah. Man, that was dirty. I tell you, this is basically just one tiny little sample, a 1,000th of the tip of the proverbial iceberg that I basically set up on my own terms. Which is pretty much the prime reason that I had my channel pretty much just taken away from me right out from under my nose. And of course, this is pretty much how the blackout period even began to begin with. So, wouldn't you know that, well, here it is. The Cisco Flip Video Ultra HD. It's pretty amazing that I still have this on me in my possession, but unfortunately, well, trying to turn this thing on, it just doesn't work. So, nothing I can do about it. But I will say that, man, these were not so fondly remembered things for a reason. Especially throughout the years of 2013 to 2016, I basically tried to shove those things away from my life. Foreign accent syndrome is no joke, no laughing matter, and it's certainly not a subconscious or unconscious trait that I've had throughout those years. It was a real anomaly that I've had, all because of a bit of a toboggan accident at Killer Hill. Early 2013, sometime after my channel had been revoked from my possession, I basically had a bit of a time going on over at Killer Hill where there was a ton of snow, a ton of fun, lots of people cruising down there with their sleds, toboggans, tubes, and all that good stuff. But in my case, we had a bit of a hill going on at one point, a hump that allowed us to jump into the air for a considerable height. And right then and there, I was going head first. And I tell you, that impact on the way down really hit me so hard in the jaw that I bit my tongue, it bit my cheeks, I was bleeding in some places, and it almost felt like I chipped off certain pieces of my teeth. I couldn't joke about this stuff even if I wanted to. So the thing is, that's basically the injury that practically started the foreign accent syndrome case of mine that I pretty much had for more than 3 years. But since then, I've gone through a lot of trouble, a lot of time and money, a lot of rehabilitation to try and get myself back on track. I began to suffer from a lot of delusion and a lot of anguish and some pretty other nasty things going on psychologically. Coupled with the fact that I had some severe immaturity and also tons of puberty I still have left to go through. Up until this point, that's kind of more or less the reason why I no longer wish to have those things remembered for all time's sake. Because that was a nasty time back in those times, so that's why I'd consider some of those years to be some pretty bad times of mine that I've had. 2013, of course, was mainly bad because of the fact that, well, I've had foreign accent syndrome, or it was when I got foreign accent syndrome, and then of course I had that sledding accident, and of course the blackout period first began because of, well, that meeting I had, North Middle School, the administration office. I mean, I could be here all day with that stuff, but I feel like that I'd just be pushing it even further. This is kind of why I don't intend to bring that stuff up, but if this is something that makes you feel better, well, here it is. 2 videos from those times And then of course, well, the showcase of this exact camera. I mean, it is great to know that I still have this thing around, but unfortunately, I do want to get rid of this thing because it no longer works. I might just sell it for scrap, or parts are not used, pretty much. So that's just kind of what the whole thing about this is. And that's pretty much going to be it for right now. But I will have some more content out there pretty soon. But if you want to see more, go down to my channel. Then make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.